What's up, guys? Hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome back to the channel. I know I have become one of those YouTubers that is making a video about the Fuji X cameras. It's not because I want to feed into the algorithm or I want to get more views. It's just I happen to own two of these cameras and I just wanted to talk about them, how I feel about them, what I think about them, if I'm even gonna keep them, and then also some sample photos that I want to share with you. Among these two cameras, the very first one that I got is the Fuji X Pro 1, and I did a video recently where I went to Nashville with a couple of my friends and I mostly shot with the Fuji X Pro 1. I brought two cameras, one digital, which is the X Pro 1, and then I brought a film camera. Happened to get this camera, if you guys remember when I did a video about my Nikon F3, I got the Nikon F3 through an auction place, and there were a lot of cameras. I wish I had the money to be able to bid on most of them, but when I got there after walking around, the one that really caught my attention was the Nikon F cameras, and then there was like a Mamiya C330 that I was also looking at. There were actually three of them. So at the end of the day, long story short, I ended up winning a Nikon F3 and a Mamiya C330. But I already had a Mamiya C330, which means the second one that I won, I just wanted to get it and then resell it, which that is what I ended up doing. I put it on Facebook Market to sell it, and then I had a local photographer who was interested in it, but had this Fuji X Pro 1 that they wanted to trade with me for. I was hoping that I'll be able to purchase the 27 pancake lens, you know, that tiny lens for it, because it makes the whole setup really small, but I didn't have the money to purchase a new lens, so I borrowed this lens, and you guys can see it's quite a bit longer than what you would want a compact camera or travel camera to be. But I've really enjoyed shooting this camera. Here are some of my favorite photos so far that I have created with the Fuji X Pro 1. So now we're going to talk about this little guy. Honestly, like it is just so cute and just such a fun camera to shoot. And how I got this one recently, I went on a little bit of point and shoot gas, where I was purchasing a lot of point and shoot film cameras, and I did have quite a lot. I gave some to friends, family, and then also sold a few on Facebook Market. But I did still have quite a lot around, and so I took it to our local camera store to sell them to them. But unfortunately, they could only do trade. So after summing it all up, the amount that they were willing to give me, I could only get something from the store. So I ended up looking around, trying to see what I can find. Nothing was interesting to me. And when I saw the Fuji X-E1, I one of the workers there, Aaron, he was giving me a tough time, just trying to tell me I don't need this and it's an old camera. And I do agree. It's I think it's like 2012, so like 10, 11 years old camera. However, at this time, any camera, I think any camera from 2010 coming is going to be good. I recently did a video on an Epson RD1X. I hope I'm getting the name right. And it's a 6 megapixel camera and it just did amazing. So having a 16 megapixel camera, I didn't think it was going to be an issue. I don't do a fast paced shooting, so autofocus isn't something that I really look out for, even though it's nice to have. And this camera well, actually didn't have any lens on it, but with the money that they were in trade that I had, I could get this TT Artisan 23 f1.4. You guys know I'm not gonna go into how this lens perform. I'm sure there is a lot of videos online that you can watch on and decide if this lens is best for you or not. For me and for what I use the camera for, I think it did well, and I have nothing to say, like nothing bad to say about it. It's a fully manual lens, no autofocus. It goes from 1.4 all the way to f16, and the camera looks good. It really looks good. So this Sunday, after having lunch, we decided to walk around, and of course I brought with me the Fuji Film X-E1. It was very easy for me to see my focus on the X-E1 than I did on my X Pro 1. So my partner and I, we've been going back and forth as to which one to keep. However, before I talk about that, here are some photos that I took on the Fujifilm X-E1. As to which one we are going to keep, I'm still unsure. I've been having troubles with the flash on this. It has this inbuilt flash. When I first brought it home, it worked, and then I reset the camera and it doesn't work anymore. So if you guys know anything about these Fuji cameras, please let me know in the comments how I can fix that. I've tried everything I can. One of my friends, Ezra, who's been shooting the Fuji X100V for a long time, I handed this camera to him if he could fix the lens, if he could fix the flash for me, and he wasn't able to. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I did wrong when I reset it, but the flash doesn't work anymore. And then I've tried to put flash, like external flash on camera flash on here, and it's not working. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I did wrong. but yeah, it's not working. So other than that, I have really enjoyed shooting this camera. There hasn't been any frustration so far. um, when you compare the two, this is very small compared to this. Eventually we still want to get the 27 lens, whether the Fuji version or even if the TT Artisan version or whatever version is out there that we want to get. Other than that, yeah, um, I don't know. I do prefer shooting this more than the S Pro one. But if I'm going to shoot with flash, then I will prefer this because, like I said, I cannot get this to work. So yeah, that's my opinion on them. Um, there is a chance that we might keep the S Pro one or not. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I still cannot make any conclusion on these two cameras. So if you had the option to choose between one of these cameras, let me know in the comments which one you will pick and why. Maybe that might help me to make the decision. But until now, I have no idea. I do enjoy shooting them both, like I said. Other than the flash that I cannot get to work on the XE1, I do really do enjoy them. I was contemplating on whether I was going to do this or not, but I did create a darkroom print account and I have some prints on there. So if you go on there right now, all the photos that I took on the Epson, or most of the photos that I took on the Epson camera, the 6 megapixel camera, I have most of them on there. So if you want to get a print to support me, to support the channel, please, link is going to be in the description. Go purchase a print to support the channel. Also on my website, now finally I have my website. I have every work on there. If you want to see new work that I'm creating, recently I've been posting my new work on my website instead of Instagram. I've been posting on Instagram, but like not as much as I used to. So if you want to see new works that I'm creating, go visit my website kboating.com. If you want to purchase print, you can email me through my website. Most of my fine art prints fine art work that is on my website are all available as prints. So whichever one you are interested, just reach out through email, and I'm going to have it available for you. Other than that, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like the photos. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, bye bye.